Hoping, just flat out, like, huffing copium, like, these sanctions are gonna make us stronger. Pull it. Instagram pulled out of Russia. Instagram was banned in Russia. There's only, like, shite there and women with their arses, degeneracy. It's some nice copium. My country's literally fucking falling apart. But I don't care, these sanctions are only gonna make it. Right, lads, hi. So, don't mind the sound at all, no. It's grand. It's all well and good, right? Even though it is a bit echoey, I tried to do everything, close the windows and that. Today, right, in the midst of the whole Ukraine situation, we're going to be reacting to a very important video, I think, before it gets age restricted anyway. It's about the far right in Russia. You know, you'd think that the young people in Russia, right, me being a Russian myself, that we'd, like, support Ukraine in this war, but not everyone does, right? There's people that exist that are pro-Putin who are, like, in their 20s. Like, what the fuck are you at? Like, everything is lined up against you in this country. Well, I am in Ireland, but, like, in Russia, everything's lined up against you, right? Why are you pro-Putin? So we got everything sorted. I got my Cossack shirt, you know, General Baklanov banner shirt. Got me fucking Cossack hat over here, and we're geez, I look like fucking Chapayev, and we're ready to rumble, to react to this video.
You going to mug me?
I'm not going to mug you.
Is that gorgeous or what, eh?
And I believe I can run a decent marathon.
Download Veely now.
Welcome to Russia.
That's how cold it is, look.
The largest country on Earth, and home to nearly 150 million people.
Growing up
I
as
know
a
this
kid
is
in the
Yugoslavia.
80s in London,
Still.
Russia was painted as
The
this
closest thing I
weird
have to
big
Russian
baddie.
flag in my house so far. I get one soon.
Now with Vladimir Putin well into his third term as president, it's starting to feel like that again.
Pro-Russian rebels in eastern Ukraine.
Vladimir Putin has ignored the dark warnings from the
There's going to have
West.
to be a very different relationship between Britain
This is what we're
and
talking
Russia.
about here.
The West has imposed tough...
This is what we're talking about here. See if I can find it. Yeah, you see this chung one here? You see this bird here, right? She's got herself a fucking Novorossiya patch. The fucking St. George's cross ribbon. Right, you know, the fucking Soviet star, I think it is. I can't really make it out. And, you know, like the military fucking, the camo, whatever you call it, the digital camo, right? And the fucking Schmeisser, you know, the German fucking gun, you know, the enemy's gun. And, you know, these people are out here existing in their 20s, supporting fucking Vladimir Putin, right? You see how sad and desperate the state of the country is. That we got some of these people, and I'll keep in mind that some of them are like grifters, right? Some of them are literally grifters who are like, you know, who are only doing this for the money because they know they have no other gains. They don't actually believe this stuff, just in case. Just like if you didn't know, right? Well, at least I hope they fucking don't. Anyway.
There's going to have to be a very different relationship between Britain and Russia.
The West has imposed tough sanctions against Russia.
Russia is responsible for the violence.
And relations are the frostiest since
for
the Cold War.
Russia's responsible for this violence.
So I'm here to find out why
But,
so many
we're
young
not
people
gonna do
are
anything against
rallying
it
around
right
the
now because
flag.
our resources are scarce. They're on in Iraq.
In Moscow, nationalism is on the march.
Yeah, like I've been to Moscow, I've seen all the shit, man. You got fuckers like that. Well, there's not fuckers like that. We got one fucker like that. But fuckers like the fellas with the. You see this? I'm not gonna rewind it. We ain't got time. But the fucking black, yellow. Actually, no. We're chilling. We're what you call it? It's calm. It's calm. Hold on. I mean, you can hardly fucking make it out here, but like you see, the black, yellow, and white flag. You know, the Tsarist flag, right? You know, it's like co-opted by Nazis and want to bring back the monarchy. One of these fuckers understand you can't bring back the monarchy. The monarchy's dead. There's no way. Like, I mean, there's some people is still in Russia. Like, I'll show you. Last. Oh Jesus. What is this? What do I look up? Like Romanov descendants. Jesus, I'm bad at spelling, but what you call it? I can't really find any of the people, but basically, there's descendants of the Romanovs, but they don't know how to rule a fucking country, especially one like Russia. You can't bring them back into power. They see motherfuckers like this all the time, just reactionary thinking, right? They think they're against the government. You know, they're so cool, they're so fucking based. Well, like, they're not. They're very, very unbased, actually. Very, very unbased. Anyway.
In Moscow, nationalism is on the march. And led by a president busy flexing his muscles on the world stage.
Look at that, literally rings with Putin's face on. That's incredible.
Russian pride is at an all-time high. But there's a darker side to Russian nationalism. Much darker.
I think I'm the only black man in Red Square right now.
I've gained unique access to some of Russia's most high-profile ultra-nationalists.
I understand Russian.
They cut for some people heads
so fucking
and put it into there from
Probably
to discover what some young people think it means to be a true Russian.
That's what they always say.
And to find out what happens when you love your country too much.
And not do anything about it.
I've come to Moscow, the second biggest city in Europe and the political heart of Russia.
When you think of Moscow, you sort of imagine snow, cold, big fluffy hats. I was expecting the cold, but when you feel it, you realise what the cold actually is.
Relations between the Kremlin and the West are at their worst since the collapse
this guy's
of the
from
Iron
fucking...
Curtain. Economic
This guy's from
sanctions have
fucking
hit the
England. I'm gonna
economy
have to
hard,
interject.
and anti-Western...
This guy's from fucking England, man. Like, you know, like, it's stereotyped as being like damp and cold there as well, but Jesus Christ, like, if you put that into perspective, like, imagine how cold England is, and this fella's coming over here from fucking Essex or some shit, from like fucking I don't know, like Norfolk, Suffolk or something like that in London, you know. The East End, man. He's some fucking road man kind of fella, you know. He's like, oh, I'm blood clamp, better get shift up in it, fam, now. Hey, yo, wagwan, blood, you know. He's coming to fucking Russia, like, wearing his big puffer jacket they always wears, walking around with the boys, like, chicken and chip shop, getting cheeky Nando's, right?
Case hot, it's true, rapper.
Yeah, you done
Mask on, you get me?
Mask on, you know my thing, no
Fighting
fake,
on
no
Drive
fake.
Daily,
Don't know.
Link Up TV,
Don't know.
Pac-Man TV,
know.
you get me? No road.
Fucking, but it's still cold for him, like. So, like, imagine, like, if you're planning to go to Moscow, pack at least 20 layers.
feeling is high. But despite all this, here in Russia, Putin has almost a 90% approval rating, making him one of the most popular leaders in the world.
I'm not entirely sure if I'd pick a Putin mug. There's even Putin Russia dolls.
He is a mug himself.
And many young people are finding their voice, rallying around the president and the flag as a way of fighting back against the West.
Every garment has a political message.
The fashion show is hosted by SET, a movement of young creatives who are using their unique talents to showcase Russia on the world stage. And yes, that is Putin's face plastered on almost every garment.
А изделия, которые будут прославлять великую и уникальную российскую культуру для всего мира.
The place is packed with trendy young...
See, this is what I mean, you know, like shit like this, you know. This is why I wanted to make this video. Shit like this really bothers me, right? Like, they're young people, they can really change the fucking world, but they go along with this grift right, and grift Putin's arse to oblivion, making money for themselves and keeping Putin in power. Right, like they're not doing themselves any favours, they're still fucking themselves over, just a lot slower than your average Russian, and really fucking slow. Like, you know when the Flash in like DC runs around and like everyone's like slow around, that's like regular Russian people. Like regular Russian people are fucking Flash. They're seeing these people, they wish to be like, they don't wish to be like them, the protesters don't, but like, you know, they can't do anything about it really. Russia's like that, but these people, instead of trying, you know, they put on like this fucking, oh, Jesus, this app, they don't even put it on, like they make this shit and put it on, this abhorrent like display of like the definition of selling yourself out, selling your soul to the devil. And yeah, Putin is the fucking devil, man, you know? Like, you be seeing this shit, right? And I know it's like on the Nazi subreddit, but like, just look. Ah, fuck, where is it? I seen this thing on Reddit. Fuck, where is it? See if I find it. Mountain. We got a lot of Russian memes there, but I'll try find the one that I'm looking for. You know, it doesn't really have much to do with it. There it is, fucking hell. I love this. This doesn't really have much to do with the video, but like, you know, this here is pretty accurate, I think. You know, the crown, the fucking, you know, with the Z, and you know, the way your man's like holding on to everything, those fucking tentacles. He's like, you know, Russia was always depicted as an octopus in like World War One, like fucking posters, and they're always saying that on like Friend TV, fucking saying like, you know, oh, look, they always portray us like this, but we're better. You know, this is the Russian fucking slave mentality that everyone's talking about. I don't think a lot of Russians have it. These people definitely don't. They're just grifting. I know for a fact. But some people definitely do have the slave mentality, and the ones that do, what epitomizes their argument is their mindset, is their arguments. Shit they say like, these sanctions are only going to make us stronger. We're only going to produce. That only makes us stronger. We're gonna now fuck, Jesus, I can't talk. From now on, we're gonna produce our own shit, but you're not. Russia's been declining, brain drain for the past 20 fucking years, and you're just refusing to see that flat out, right? And that's completely your fault. Instead of actually doing something against the government, which you can, you know, like the Ukrainians, they might have fucking terrible takes from time to time, because their fucking country's falling apart due to being invaded. So, you know, you can't have the most rational fucking takes when your family's dying. But, you know, they do have a point. They can't put us all in paddy wagons, right? But these fuckers do absolutely nothing. And these fuckers are on the same side, the other side of the same coin, except they're grifters, and that's why they don't do anything about it. Like,
young hipsters, but they're here for politics.
Like, you know, what you call it, all this shit, right? I get that, but saying like just coping, just flat out like huffing copium, like these sanctions are gonna make us stronger. Instagram pulled out of Russia. Instagram was banned in Russia. There's only like shite there and women with their arses, degeneracy. It's a nice copium. My country's literally fucking falling apart. But I don't care. These sanctions are only going to make us stronger because Putin's a fucking OG. Big strong man, you know, only the strong survive. It's a fascist mindset. What can you expect? This is why these people, you know, they say they're anti-fascist, but they have like these basic like symptoms of fascism, you know, like, you know, imperialism, you know, all this like symbolism harkening back to better times when they were like strong and epic and pog and they were baiting everyone across the fucking pitch. It's like this shit. Again, car sticker Russia. I'll watch the rest of the video, but like, we'd have shit like this. I have OBS open on a different fucking screen, so I don't think you can see it. No, you can't see it. But we have shit like this. Just wait for it to load. Why is it NSFW? Ooh. Kids, close your eyes. You don't, or if you have kids, don't let them watch it. Look at this. Terrible stuff. Some grim shite. Look at that. It says here, we'll do it again, or we can do it again. And this is what the slave mindset entails. It's like your foul, victorious position in the world that everyone's like against you and everyone's trying to wrong you, and the only thing you can do is project violence on people, and obviously nothing's gonna work. You can't go up against the government or whatever the fuck. If you can't beat them, join them. That's the thing. They're all just disillusioned people who tried to go up against the government, gave up, and now they're fucking there is a minority, like a large group of people that are like that. Some people were just like inundated at birth, right? They were like fucking, like some people are born with conditions when they're born, like fucking like microcephaly or some shit. Like these people were born with like Russo-fascism-itis, right? Like in their brain, right? The nurse pulled them out and it's just fucking kiss it off, like talking in their brain, like saying the truth is lies, the lies are the truth, there is no truth, so believe us, because you have no one else to believe, you have nothing else to fight for, because if you do, we'll fucking crush you like these people here, or you poison with fucking nuclear material, or Novichok, or whatever the fuck, like Skripal and what's your other man's name? Well, Navalny, they tried to poison him, yeah. Nemtsov, they just flat out fucking killed him, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, this will happen to you, alright? So you may as well just join us, or grift for us like these people are doing. Like, really fucking Russell's me jimmies, like.
As well as fashion.
What can you do?
Я думаю, что наконец-то появились такие шоу, это супер, это классно. Потому что действительно Америка, Европа, все оттуда. Очень хочется чего-то своего, чего-то настоящего, русского.
SET are one of the fastest growing youth organizations in Russia, and their propaganda is making politics cool.
Or a black club, yeah.
I've been
You're
invited
trying to get
back to
shipped
their
up in
head
it, fam.
office in the center of the city.
Trying to get shipped up in
to
it,
find
fam,
out
bro.
more about them.
By the way, that's not racist. There's like white roadmen as well.
Hello.
I like this guy.
How you doing? Hi, I'm
I was waiting for you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's
My
your
name
name?
is Anna.
Hello, Anna. Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you. So this is your offices.
Yes, this is set. I'm sure you will.
You know, boys,
there seems to be.
I usually skip this part, if you know what I mean.
Quite a lot of pictures of Putin here.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because we love our government and everything that's done right, and all is inspired by the new Russia.
I am so powerful. My mind, it amazes me sometimes.
What can you expect, like, from people like this? But anyway, what can you expect from people like this? Anywho,
The new Russia. What's the new Russia then?
The new Russia, it's the Russia with Putin in power. All people
are these people the same people that are fucking fixing my bike? Because 20 years ain't new, like, I'd be like, there's a problem with me chain, right? They put like an old chain from a different bike on that's like fucking 50 years old at least, right? You could clearly see the rust on it, and it gets even worse. It starts crackling even more when you cycle, and it's like, yeah, they're saying, oh sure, we fit you with a new chain, we fit you with a new government, like, it's the same shit, like. Are these the same people?
here are very patriotic. They love their country, and they're
This
proud of doing something which
from.
reflects the country history, the country's values, and it is supported all around the country and also around the world.
SET has 11 offices in major cities across Russia, and thousands of young people have been recruited to their cause.
I take it you're a big fan of Putin. I mean, he's on your T-shirt.
Yeah.
Do you have a tattoo? No. Why is it that I literally can't go 5 steps without seeing a picture of Putin in this office?
Because he's our leader.
Yeah, because I like sucking his ass. What do you want, chocolate man? Get the fuck out of here before I send you back to Africa.
He is not a political construction.
By the way, this is like, you'd think I'm joking, it's a very terrible, cringy joke, but no, it's like reality. These people fucking say this shit. Like, in their head, they might be like, oh, what's the story? But like, if you're black, like, they're definitely thinking this shit. You ever seen scenes from like fucking Soviet films? Jesus Christ. One second. I'll type something in here. Fucking hell. There's basically this like scene from a Soviet film where like the main character gets chased by another actor in blackface, pretending to be like an African fucking savage. I'll try to look it up. Oh jeez, but it's just taking ages, man. I'm sorry. But I'm exposing Soviet racism here to an unlikely audience. Fuck, I can't find it. But it's basically like a scene from a film where your man is, I already explained this, but basically, like, you know, Russians grew up, what my point is like, Russians grew up on this shit, and they genuinely, some of them still think like this about Africans. This guy looks about 30, he definitely seen it at least once, when he was growing up, and it, like, solidified in his head, wee head. I don't want to say his head, because it implies that it's, like, regular size, but he's a small ass head, like, you know, small ass brain, you know.
President Obama or David Cameron, Vladimir Putin thinks...
this guy literally thinks that there's a fucking cult of personality for... Who did he say? Obama! I mean, I don't think even fucking libs like Obama, let alone, like, you know, leftists around like that. I don't think anyone likes Obama, really. I think people pretended to for a while because he was better than Romney, but, yeah. Fuck that.
Another level.
Could you explain the images here of Putin with animals? Why are there so many images of him with different animals all in one place?
Скорее, животные были. Они чувствуют, что человек сильный, добрый и открытый. Не фальшивый.
To me, the way they portray Putin seems pretty weird. It's almost like a form of worship. But they seem to see him not just as a man, but as a concept, used to promote Russian strength and attitude.
Как
видно, карта России и как наш президент строит страну, строит именно.
There's even a card game where Putin is the hero. And guess who the bad is?
Этот человек может быть похож на Дэвида Кэмерона, носить нагрудный знак Великобритании, но в моих картах это не Дэвид Кэмерон. Все совпадения случайные.
I don't know if I believe that, but whatever.
In Russia, loving your country and your president is actively encouraged. The views I'm hearing are fast becoming mainstream.
Look at that shit.
It seems as though there is this idea that he is a loved man by everyone, even the animals. Where does that idea come from?
That's the reality, that's not the idea. That's actually how it is.
Do you think it's strange that I'm surprised, or should I not be surprised?
That's strange that you're surprised, because I think it's normal.
It's amazing to see the facilities that you've got. You've got plasmas everywhere, you've got editing suites, you've got photo shoots. It's amazing. But
echo.
We have very interesting purposes of creating world leaders, and I think we're starting to succeed in it.
And do you think that world leaders will come out of this group?
I'm sure. I hope I will be one of them in the fashion industry.
Art and propaganda have always gone hand in hand in Russia.
I should have bought premium.
Oh, hi, you just caught me with this. My new, straight to your door, natural deodorant that smells incredible.
Oh my god!
What happens if I smell?
I don't give a shit.
But in the 21st century, it's not just traditional methods that young people are using to portray ideas. Russians are more active on social media than almost any other country in the world. And today, I'm crashing the photo shoot of a young nationalist who's using just that to spread a political agenda.
You don't discriminate here. Holy fucking shit. Holy LARP, Batman.
Why'd you relax? I don't know whether to say hello or run away. Each to their own.
So far,
Nationalists like 19-year-old Masha believe traditional Russian values are under threat. Her day job is working for Putin's ruling party in Russia's parliament, and I'm wondering.
She also the fucking executioner or something. Is she the one who killed fucking Tisak back in what's it, like 2017 or 18 or some shit?
That's where she borrowed her prop collection.
It was recent.
Now, I know quite a lot of people that work in fashion.
I'm scared of her. This is why I don't go. This is why I don't go and protest in Russia, because she might be there, and she'd be the last person I see. I'm telling you, not in a good way. Like, she fucking. I value my head too much. Does nothing. There's nothing in there, but it's a nice head.
Please, photo shoot.
Sentimental value in that, you know.
Fit into what you're shooting.
I was thinking about it. I was trying to remember something about
В комплекте с костюмом ополчения.
Again, Schmeisser, enemies with it. It's the same Chungwon that put on the fucking weird, like, fascist uniform.
Do you want to
complete with St. George's ribbons and
You've got to go for the gun. Come on, let's get the camera on, love. Let's go for it. Come on.
The weird belt with the Soviet star, which is I always seen that as weird, because Soviet star, Tsar's fucking symbols, wherever. Novorossiya flag, which is based on like the Russian Navy from the 1700s. The Russian fascism is the least consistent fascism.
Serious message.
I was gonna say show up, but I already finished my point.
She uses social media to promote her ideas of a stronger Russia to a worldwide audience and has become something of an internet star. She believes her images will unite Russians against the great enemy.
Запад сознательно развалил.
And who is that? The country that only cares about them when they invade. Or another country, or the country that they've been raping for the past 300 years? Or is it we're gonna move on.
Большую страну.
We're in too deep, boys.
Я хочу донести людям, что
I'm not gonna talk about this no longer. This is like a whole other fucking
start taking pictures of
yourself. The more you start thinking about Russian fascism, like, the less it makes sense. Which is why, like, when Lauren Southern tried to fucking interview Dugan, even though she was a fascist, still kind of is, even though she claims to be a centrist. Even she didn't fucking get what he's saying. She had a whole fucking interpreter beside her. I don't know if that's her friend, or, you know, if they're gonna have like a man threesome or something after. But, like, they understood fuck all, and I do here. Russian fascism is just bare fucking confusing, which is why I left to become a fucking lib.
Outfits and putting them on social networks.
Suck them nuts.
Я считаю себя человеком, который любит родину. Я считаю себя националистом. В принципе, через
nationalist. You know what a nationalist is? It's one ladder step away from fascist. That's what a nationalist is, you know. When you say a nationalist, that's just a soft way of saying, like, I'm a fascist. It's like you don't want to be fucking called a liberast, or like in Russia, or like a libertarian or a liberan. So you're just like, oh, I'm a suck them nuts, you know what I mean? Like, it's all a words game. I'm not a fucking Nazi. I'm a white advocate. I'm a white advocate, actually. You know, it's always shit like that.
Интернет.
At least I'm honest. Like, this is the thing. Like, I'm honest about who I am. These people, not so much. And they're also grifters.
Как-то влиять на сознание людей и прививать вот любовь к русскому. Каждый делает все, что может. Вот я могу сделать это, почему бы нет?
She said, I want people to love everything that's Russian, Yeah, everything that's Russian, complete with a fucking Soviet USSR star on the belt, you know. From everything to that, like, you know.
Masha hopes her online persona
she wants everyone to love everything Russian, including shit that's not Russian. They love so much Russian shit that they move on to loving something that has nothing to do with Russia.
helped start a movement to
been dead for
reunite
30
all
years.
former republics of the Soviet Union into one country again.
Вот, наверное, самое наглядно это будет объяснить. Вот Россия, да? Вот мы хотим видеть Россию вот такой вот.
Is she the fucking Riddler?
So essentially, you mean
She's
returning
green
to
on
the Soviet Union? Is that what you mean?
Ну да, это одна из целей. Время
Wait,
собирать
wait,
Русь.
wait, wait. So she fucking...
Ну да,
I'm gonna
это
try to
одна
decode
из
this,
целей.
Union, is that?
Вот такой вот. И, да?
Right.
Вот мы хотим
That's Russia, she
видеть
said. That's
Россию
Russia.
вот такой вот.
That's Russia. She
So-
said, that's Russia. This, she said that this is Russia. Don't ask me why I have this. And she wants to see it like this. So what she's saying is, so she is a fascist, really. She's a jingoist. That basically means she's an imperialist or whatever. Or if you don't understand any fancy words at all, she likes to invade other countries. She is a fascist. Like I said, complete dishonesty, complete grift. Like, she taking notes from fucking Aiden Paladin, someone that we did videos about a few days back.
So essentially, you
All
mean
these people
returning
are the
to
same.
The Soviet Union, is that what you mean?
Ну да, это одна из целей. Время собирать Русь.
Despite what our governments might think, Masha sees Putin's invasion of the Crimea and the support for Ukrainian rebels as steps towards returning Russia to its former glory. When the Soviet Union broke
Oh
up
yeah,
in
if anyone's asking if this is an old video, I know I'm not streaming on Twitch, I was supposed to, but what was I gonna say? This is a video from not even a year ago, actually. The 22nd of December. I don't know when it was filmed, but that's last I checked 6 months ago or less. Fuck me.
1991, one country became 15 separate states. And countries like Russia...
This Masha. Oh jeez, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love the... It's like a ruble flag. It's so cool. But anyway, fucking this Masha one, you know, people like her, bitch with an axe, if you don't remember. So many like her on chat roulette, not even messing with you. On VK, on places like that, just women looking for male attention, who are like borderline fascist, that don't know that these people fucking hate their guts. They don't want them to succeed. They don't want them to succeed as women. They don't want them to succeed as your average Joe Russian citizen, your average Ivan or Ivana.
Ukraine and Uzbekistan.
Because the average Ivan and Ivana are living in fucking terrible conditions and don't even, well, they do realise it, but they don't give a shit because they're like, oh, it's the West keeping us down. It's always everyone's fault except for Putin, remember. The truth is lies, the lies are truth. There's no truth, so believe us. We're the lesser evil.
Came into being.
We are united.
But Russia's economy was always the strongest, and thousands of people from the poorer new countries surrounding it flooded in search of work. There's now around 11 million immigrants living in Russia, and just like everywhere else in the world, they're an easy scapegoat, even though many once lived in the same...
Another nice bit of history, for those who didn't know. Back in the 90s, a lot of people from the former Soviet Union, from poorer countries in Russia, started immigrating to Russia in search of work, right? In search of work, people from Central Asia, people from the Caucasus, usually worked on building sites or sold vegetables in big cities like Moscow or St. Petersburg. And they're called gastarbeiters, right? See if I see this. Yes, they're called gastarbeiters, right? Which is a German word. It means like a guest worker, right? You can read it here. Gastarbeiter are foreign migrant workers, particularly those had moved to West Germany between 1955 and 1973, so you can work a part form guest work program. That's why they're called that, because there's the connection. The DDR and the former Soviet states, like Kazakhstan was the last one to leave the Soviet Union. Technically, the Soviet Union and Russia existed at the same time, so Kazakhstan was even more worse off. It wasn't independence. It wasn't independence. There was no independence mindset. It was completely dependent on the Soviet Union. There's still a fucking space state that belongs to Russia de facto in Kazakhstan, and they're very close allies. So you can see the desperation of the people. They're like, fuck, we won't leave this shithole and go to like a lesser shithole. You know what I mean? Because Russia, even though it was bad, you know, the rest of the people from like Central Asia, they were scared of any other place because they had this fear like bet into them through Soviet propaganda that everyone's fucking out to get them and shit. So you know it's bad. And they moved there and started looking for work, and neo-Nazis, you know, people who, for them, they're stupid. They were from like lower middle class, upper middle class kind of backgrounds. They're never working class. Working class people weren't, they had other shit to do apart from running around with bald heads and fucking knives and army trousers with suspenders and black boots. You know, they had other shit to do, like feed their families. These fucking tards, these spurs ran around baiting these quote-unquote gastarbeiters because they thought that they were, you know, like you hear in America, these Mexicans stealing our jobs, or in England, these fucking Polacks stealing our jobs, right? You know, it's the whether it be the EDL fucking rednecks or vatniks, it doesn't, or like Russian neo-Nazis, it doesn't make a fucking difference. It's the same argument everywhere. Immigrants coming in and taking our jobs, but no one thinks about the greater fucking forces involved and why they're in the state that they're in. Why these people are moving to your country in the first place. How they're actually improving the economy, but the economy is in such shambles that you can't see it. The only thing you can do is blame them for it, because everything else that's actually happening is too scary. You can't even comprehend what's going on because it's too great. It's so above you, and it was like so much shit compounded on each other. Like like in Russia it was Gorbachev, and then fucking Yeltsin fighting the communists, and the fucking Nazis were involved in shit. The easiest scapegoat is just these poor fucking Central Asian workers who are even poorer than the Russians that these Nazis are claiming to protect. And what was their fucking argument? They're upping their prices on their vegetables. Russians are too decent. Russians are too decent to fucking up their prices, you know, even though they're in poverty. But these cunts supposedly take advantage of our fucking country or whatever by like upping the prices. You know, they don't care for the rules of our land, for the rules of the land. You know, they live how they want to live because they came from the mountains. It's the typical racist bullshit. Anyway, what are we talking about?
Country. More than half of Russians now hold anti-immigration views.
Exactly.
And police keep close tabs on...
20 years later, fucking police people even believe this shit, keeping tabs. Racial profiling, the same as in the US with black people. Shit, fucking Ahmaud Arbery died because of this shit, like, you know what I mean? George Floyd died because of this shit, you know what I mean?
Anyone whose face doesn't fit.
I'm outside this busy rail station.
Yeah, well, they didn't call it by name.
It's really interesting.
This is textbook racial profiling.
They're definitely making their presence felt because they seem to only be stopping what are quite obviously immigrants. Fuck. There you go. And the last guy they picked up, he is now getting thrown in the back of the meat wagon.
Meat wagon? Is that what they call it, innit?
And it's happening right here.
Is that what they call it, innit?
What it might actually be like to be an immigrant here in Moscow.
But it's not just the police most immigrants are scared of.
After the Soviet Union collapsed,
numerous ultra-nationalist groups sprang up to protect against what they saw as a foreign invasion.
Do it. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Go out there.
And for years,
not like these people, not like fucking these people. Don't go out like these people, fucking sucking up to the government and pretending like they're something special. Even though they're a bunch of fires, fucking Untermensch waving around neo-Nazi flags and shit. Be like an actual good protester. A good protester is any protester who actually wants to overthrow the government in Russia. That's a pretty low fucking bar. It's not a tall order. But look how many of these cunts there are. There's these cunts, there's that fucking bitch with the axe. Fucking hell. This is Russia in the 21st century, in the year 2022.
Dmitry Domushkin has been at their
And
center.
you're wondering why they can't overthrow Putin. But don't worry, there's young people that are not like this, but they're in a minority, and people like me are slowly making them the majority. But motherfuckers like these are the ones holding us back. Fuck them. Well, no. Fuck them.
Once led the Slavic Union, a group of over 25,000 neo-Nazis which Putin shut down.
It's this fucking guy, yes. Yes, I knew I found his gob familiar when I first seen him. He wanted to promote Russian nationalism and create his own nationalist state within Russia, right? Even though he has no fucking clue how he's going to do that. He has, from what I've seen of him, he has next to no knowledge of how politics works. Again, just a grifter who's in it for the money and the fame and, you know, people licking his arse all day, you know. Putin got his arse licked too much. Step aside, Putin. It's time for fucking Sonny Jim over here to, like, pull his trousers down and let all these fucking troglodytes lick his arse, like, you know what I mean? It's a human centipede with Russian bootlickers, to be honest with you. It goes all the way to the top, you know, from these fucking peasants all the way up to the big ranks, you know, Putin and the gang. So these are bastards. They're just playing into the government's plan.
Being too extreme. He now leads another nationalist...
Too radical and too extreme are different things.
...group called simply the Russians. They're taking to the streets tomorrow, and I want to be there.
Brave fella,
members has uploaded
this is why I said I
video
like him.
to rally the troops.
Even though he's like a roadman type from fucking like the East End and shit, like, you know, most of his brethren in it like wouldn't do shit like this. So like kudos to our man here, like.
4 ноября, в День народного единства, в Москве и по всей России от Камчатки до Калининграда пройдет 10-й юбилейный русский марш. Цель у нас одна – отстаивание интересов коренного населения России. Ибо пиздеть в интернете и плодить ботов – это дело одно, а вывести на гражданскую акцию сторонников своей точки зрения – дело уже совершенно другое.
The guy's name is Vadim. I've tracked him down, and after delicate negotiations, he's agreed to meet me on the march. Vadim's my way
thought his name was fucking Balloony
into the group, and hopefully its leader, Domushkin.
This march,
Domushkin, that's what his name is.
Seems like the sort of thing
that's what his name is.
I should be the last person to take.
The absolute audacity this fella has to pop his fucking ugly gob out from the cave that he came from to say that he's radical. Not our man, the fat lad.
Middle of Moscow. I'm going to a march on nationalism, and I've got a feeling there aren't looking many other black guys there with camp and crews, so I might stand out just a little bit.
Putin himself started this march to celebrate Russian unity, but the ultra-nationalists quickly...
it was a day to commemorate how the Russians kicked the Poles out of Russia. And the same way the fucking UKIP is trying to kick them out of fucking England now. Nah, but for real though, like, it was terrible. But, you know, we succeeded. But these fuckers are co-opting the entire holiday and make it about themselves. Fucking Karens, basically, like, just with, like, Nazi flags.
Hijacked him. They're marching in Lublino, a working-class suburb in the south of the city, and a nationalist heartland.
Whoa. Yeah, you see packs of people congregating in different places. It feels like we're right at the beginnings of it all.
I skip to the beginnings to make it more interesting. I'm not gonna watch him get out with a fucking car, right? If you want that, go and watch Tyrone Magnus or some shit. Policeman. There's like police checkpoints at these fucking places, you know, these boys are serious.
I can't seem to find Vadim, but loads of people are taking an interest in me.
seems like every time I turn around, there's a different camera being pointed in my face. Either it's photographer.
Chocolate man. That's what they're thinking because they're like fucking retarded.
Or one of these professional-looking news crews.
Then a young journalist.
Genuinely, I think it's fucking ableist to make fun of these people. Like they're all
tells me why.
brain dead. And
My face is all over Russian social media.
Oh, hi, you've just caught me with this. Natural joke.
All Russian Twitter only talking about you.
Oh, really?
Really?
What do they say? Can I see?
1 second.
Apparently I've gone viral. Lots of people on Twitter are talking about the stupid black guy. Look, let's have a look.
I told you they're fucking retarded. Like, this stupid monkey man. Like, you know, they're fucking like this is the definition. This is the definition. This is the definition of fucking being a katsap. Like, just being a fucking stupid, fucking cave dwelling Hmong. Like, you know what I mean.
What are they saying? What's the
They
comment?
deserve like the most offensive fucking words thrown at them. Like,
That you very brave man.
You look worried for me.
A little bit. Some of that people are very aggressive, angry, and so on. They're real Nazi. They kill people, or their friends kill people. They cut for some people heads and put it into their refrigerators. That people, those friends kill people. Really. I think you should be scared.
I wonder how many snuff films there are. These fuckers like doing the shit they do. Loads on the internet. I reckon. Don't look them up. Those are the fucking the whimpering howls of a fucking scared little dog. Like. They're shouting Russia forward, but like socially Russia is going fucking back to the past. Quite literally. Annexing Ukraine. 1920
The
vibes.
demonstration is a magnet for many different groups, but they all have one thing in common: a belief in Russian supremacy.
Suddenly being in the mix just changes things massively. You know, the dynamic is really different because
see, these people are Nazis, and that woman, Axe Bitch, is a nationalist. But she would definitely agree with all of these people. 21st century again. Saying where Putin's out here saying we're denazifying Ukraine. How about you denazify your own fucking country first, right? I think it's like I said to the cleaner it's like I said to the cleaner when we're shooting the scene. You missed the spot.
and hear just how passionate people are. There's a massive pack of young guys in the centre of the march. They all seem to be covering their faces now.
French man.
The atmosphere's changed.
Wait, what are they saying? One for all and all for one, you know. Fucking basically, like, you know. I am with everyone's with the one person and the one person's with everyone, you know. Like, we're together in this bitch is what they're saying. If we're gonna fall into degeneracy and like being like nasty pieces of shit, we're gonna do it together. Let's go, boys.
Changing fast, and I need to find Vadim as quickly as possible. He's my only contact with these extremists, and I've got a feeling I might need his protection. Then suddenly I spot him.
I'm pretty sure that's Vadim. Oh, there. Vadim?
Huh?
Hello. Hello. Whoa, that's Viking-like. How you doing?
Fine, thanks.
Already it seems as though lots of people are taking an interest in myself, because quite obviously I'm not from Russia. How do you think I'm going to be received today?
We guarantee you that there will be no any problems. Of course, maybe you will catch some interested sites on you, but not more.
Sure?
It.
You sure about that? You don't seem so sure.
What did he say? What did he say?
Of course, maybe you will catch some interested sites on you, but not more.
Is that part of the march.
Put your mom's leg on that. Put your mom's leg on.
So then I see Dimitri the nationalist leader, and it seems he's just as eager to talk to me.
Like, I don't make jokes about bulldogs and chewing wasps, but he does fucking look like that. He looks like that fucking Untermensch picture. He looks like this. He looks like this, man. He genuinely fucking looks like this. I'm not even messing with you. He genuinely fucking looks like this.
Как ваше здоровье? Вы поправились? Все хорошо у вас?
Oh look, he even has that thing where like he can't roll his R's, so no one takes you seriously in Russia if you can't roll your R's as a defect. And in these circles, you're associated with being Jewish because that's part of their accent, and fucking Odessa and Kishinev and places like that. So fucking what you call it, he's out here like this is clown fest. Like this is the definition of the circus left. The clown stayed, like.
My health is good. I'm alive and well.
And in this case, the circus left fucking 70 years ago with Nazi Germany. The manager of the circus shot himself in the head, but the clown stayed in Russia.
Being looked after.
Вот видите, собралось сколько русских националистов, никто никого не угрожает, все тихо, спокойно, все отлично. Видите? Ходит нормально, человек говорит, людоеды, нацисты, ничего такого нет.
All right, okay. So I think I've become part of the broadcast and part of the march suddenly as well. Where you can see surrounded by cameras. And Dimitri has decided to make a point of the fact that I'm here because me being here says that this is a friendly march.
Ну что, чуть-чуть отойдем, да? Там двигаемся.
It's clear the message hasn't got through to everyone.
The fascist side of this nationalist pack is coming out. The most scary thing about it is just how young they are.
They're co-opting every fucking symbol. Like, us Russians, we're never gonna have our own fucking symbols. Like, they're always co-opted by fucking neo-Nazis. When we get a new flag, I bet your sorry arse they're gonna be using like the white, blue and red. Now it's like the white, blue and white. You know, when that becomes the national flag, they're gonna use the fucking old one. It's always like that with these fuckers. Like, look at this shit. Don Cossack flag, co-opting that motherfucker too. Go on, co-opt fucking everyone. Co-opt this. Oh wait, they already fucking.
We're sort of walking through an incredibly residential area, and if you are an immigrant staying in one of these flats and you hear this, how does that make you feel? How part of this country do you feel?
Jesus too.
How safe do you feel?
Put fucking like no Abraham Lincoln on it, or like Will Smith, I don't know, like on a flag. Why not?
Those are not nice comments.
If you think about it, this is why people are stupid. Like, what the fuck does Jesus have to do with Russian nationalism and fucking fascism especially? He would have been against all those fucking things.
Wow.
I think waving a flag of fucking Bandera, like these guys, it would make more sense. Waving like religious flags. These people aren't followers of Christ in any way, shape or form.
These signs are anything to go by. It's all to do with Asian men and women and Islam. Because they've basically got a three-headed monster made up of what looks like Islamic men. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. Like, look at this shit. Like, this is like, we might not live in a clown world here, but we live in a clown world in Russia. Like, this is clown shit. Fucking naval flag. Whatever the fuck this is. Russian imperial flags. Anti-Muslim sentiment, despite the fact that Russian culture is multicultural and Muslims have lived here for the entire history of the fucking country. Apparently they're bad. Plain and simple racism. We're good because we're good, they're bad because they're bad.
And I'm here, and of course, and those flags actually really look like swastikas. Do you mind, Stevie? Do you mind being on camera? Do you mind talking to you?
That fella, if you've seen him, he was wearing like a fucking Ukrainian fascist symbol. Now that makes more fucking sense than waving around like random ass fucking flags.
Yeah?
That have nothing to do with each other.
What do you want to know? Okay.
At least like one side are fucking like Nazis, the other side are fucking Nazis. Like it makes sense.
What's your reason for being
SS Galicia, that's what it's called. Like, these fellas are mask off. Like I actually respect them more than the rest of the fucking crowd and axe bitches. Right?
Yeah, you can answer in Russian. Okay. Should we get going? Let's
He made a joke about the KKK. These fucking truggies started laughing, alright? These fucking noshies started laughing in the back, like, oh, that's fucking hilarious! They burn crosses in front of black people's houses and they fucking hung them off trees! Ah! That's fucking funny as shit! I'd hate doing this job. Like.
Jesus.
This guy looks more fucking Chechen than like any Chechen I've fucking seen in my life. But yeah, he's a Nazi. Again, no nonsense. Like, look at this shit, like. I feel like he's about to like put one fucking finger in the air and go like, but like, no, this fucking... He's taking part in a neo-Nazi rally against his own brethren.
Oh, hi, you've just copied
Against his own brethren, bro.
my news straight to your
Again,
door.
same ad 3 times. For fuck's sake, I need to get pregnant.
After about 2 hours, the march comes to an end.
Finally.
And the crowds
fucking hell
quickly break up.
It's about time. They should have done that as soon as it started, but you know they waited a bit.
Around 20 people have been arrested for expressing extreme right.
I hate those people who say Russia is intolerant. It's clearly tolerant. It's tolerant towards neo-Nazis and lets them fucking march around for a whole day, from morning to dawn. It seems like it's like the sun is setting. Like these motherfuckers have been running around in their underwear for a whole day. Like. With their bald fucking alopecia heads, like.
The rest return to their everyday
Talking shit
lives.
about Muslims and black people. Russia's clearly tolerant against this. And for all you fuckers out here saying America has no free speech, I can't post Nazi memes online without getting cancelled. Go to Russia. They'd love you there. You can do all the Nazi shit you want. You can march around making fun of black people for a whole fucking day. Making KKK jokes, man. This is heaven for fucking alt-righters. This is why Booger Nick likes Russia so much. No wonder.
Not far from where the march finished is a place where many of the extreme nationalists like to hang out.
Dimitri and Vadim have asked me to meet them at this little, what looks like a community centre, really. I don't know exactly what I'm walking into, but he's demanded that I join him and that I have a chat with him here. There's Vad. You all right? How you doing? Where's Dimitri? Is he inside?
I think he was inside.
All right. You joining us? We're heading. Cheers, man. Hey, there he is. How you doing?
Dimitri says he's changed since his days in the Slavic Union. He's got mainstream political ambitions and is keen to show a softer side.
Fuck off. I'm sick of this fella, honestly. I'm winding to the part where this fucker's fat gob is not on the camera.
Why did you think?
Meeting him has only strengthened my determination to find out more about his extreme form of nationalism.
Why? It's all the same shit. Your nationalist brother has the same mother. That's always how it goes, like. Because birds of the same feather flock together. Who would have thought?
Most of the 11 million immigrants living in Russia
Look at this fella. There's one fella, like, out of these Muslims, like, one fellow's literally fucking disabled. Like, he's hardly gonna start a fucking worldwide jihad and kill your people. These people look fucking deprived. They look like they just want to live, right? They clearly want the same fucking rights, but they're constantly getting like racially fucking profiled and attacked by bald retards in the streets, and they have to have fucking fences around them when they pray. What the fuck, Russia?
Republics of Central Asia, which used to be part of the old Soviet Union. These are the people Domishkin has a real problem with.
Softer side he wanted to show, but he has a problem people living their fucking lives. Oh, sure, go live your lives in your own country. What? But like, man, I don't know where to start and end with this. Honestly. This is a whole other discussion.
He runs a popular blog detailing many of the issues that immigrants like him have to deal with living in Russia.
Вся черная работа на мигрантах, вся самая тяжелая работа на мигрантах. Ну, можно сказать, мигранты строят эти большие громадные здания, а потом это все преподносится как торжество технологий.
So why is it the migrants and not Russian natives that are making these incredible buildings that are changing the face of Moscow?
Русским россиянам оплачивают больше, чем на 50%. То есть мигранты это дешевая сила.
Exactly. This is why it fucking pains me. These fellas who are like Nazis and they go out protesting, Muscovites, you know, claim themselves to be like, because in Russia, in Moscow, there's like a classism problem, or like basically, Moscow's a city that's inhabited by around fucking like 12 million people, right? But only like a few million of those are actually native Muscovites, and so they have this like kind of air of superiority. They're very like taffy-nosed about people. It's like the whole thing with Dubliners, like the way they call everyone else coaches, but in Russia it's fucking serious. And they actually get paid bank compared to the rest of the country, right? Like look at this, right? Moscow GDP per capita, right? We look it up. These fucking cunts get paid, well, it says here that it's in USD, it's like 8,800 quid, which isn't a lot. But by some other sources that I've read, they get paid up to fucking like 30 or 20,000 a year, right? Which is fucking like, which is a lot. Like look at this map here. Right? They get paid fucking 10 to 20,000. I don't know what year this was taken. But they're still fucking complaining about immigrants who get paid fuck all for their labour. This is why they go to Russia. This is why they get hired for these jobs, because it's free fucking labour, and you're blaming them for raising your fucking economy. It's like these people want Russia to be in shit. They keep Putin in power. They blame immigrants. Like, this is like what retardation is. It's a fucking epidemic. It's worse than COVID.
И там они живут зимой и летом, пока не достроят здания.
Immigrants from these countries don't need visas to come here. They do need work permits, but more than 4 million don't have these.
Yeah, because they won't give them fucking proper work permits. They're literally forced to fucking like travel around Russia illegally looking for jobs, to like at least find one that will take him in and give him like proper fucking money. But they run the risk of getting kicked out of the country and not being able to come back, a lot of these people. They're endangering themselves, risking their lives to go there, and they still get fucking attacked.
They're working illegally.
So on a site like this then, how many people
what a
are
fucking
legal
shit
versus the people that have a right to be?
Насколько я знаю, насколько понимаю, вернее, 80%.
Russia has the second largest immigrant population in the world, and this is causing huge resentment among many native Russians.
Again, this is unexcusable.
И они это выражали, то есть, да, чурки, не чурки, вот такие слова.
And they have this
hi, you just caught me with this. My news,
which
straight to
you
your
can tell because of the preconditions how offensive it is, you know, when the person with power already uses these words to insult you. This is why Russians get offended at being called catsaps by fucking Ukrainians. Like, just think about these people before you fucking like start crying and whinging.
Доктор меня как только
увидел, we brought about Instagram because Facebook allowed anti-Russian discrimination. Cut the fuck off.
Плевать, грубо говоря, плевать на мигрантов. Мигрантов
Exactly.
умирает.
You hear what he said?
Никто не
They don't
будет
give a shit
обращать
about fucking
внимания.
immigrants. This fella speaks
По моему
perfect
личному
Russian.
опыту и по
He wants to
опыту
most likely integrate into fucking
людей, с
society.
которыми я плотно работаю и общаюсь,
He's not allowed to.
такие сообщения происходят очень часто. И тенденции на спад никакой нету. Наоборот, тенденция на вырост, так скажем.
There's no reliable figures on how many migrants are attacked, as most go unreported. But online, ultra-nationalist groups share
It's just
trophy
sad to look
videos
at.
on social media sites, showcasing their absolute hatred for anyone who isn't Russian.
This guy probably knows what Americans are like. You know, he's got his brethren.
I've arranged to meet members of one of the
But
most
these people ain't
notorious
got
of these
shit,
gangs,
you know what I mean?
Restruct.
These people are like lone wolves. Like they're by
Alexis?
themselves.
Alexis?
They
How you doing?
risk
Reggie,
getting
nice to
attacked
meet you.
and
Lisa?
working a job that
Hello,
pays
good to meet you both. Good to meet you. Shall we
as little as possible.
So how old are you guys then?
Or maybe even
17,
fuck
24.
all in some instances.
Quite young.
Yeah.
In most cases.
I'm a bit surprised at your age that you're so sure
Seen this shit
about
firsthand.
how you feel in terms of nationalism, etc. I mean, is that common for people of your age?
No, not often, because a lot of them are afraid maybe.
Was you at 17 just as confident about your views?
Ну, да, конечно. То есть я придерживался всегда каких-то националистических взглядов, но дальше больше национализм
Young
перерос на
fucking guy, but
самонационализм.
what a fucking bigot. Like for no reason at all.
For Alexei and Lisa,
Oh,
nationalism is
immigrants
not
coming to
just
my
a mindset,
country,
it's a
whatever. My
way of
life's
life.
an absolute shambles. I guess I'll blame someone else. Fuck it, why not? It makes me feel better. Huffing copium, man, is a lot better than addressing actual issues, man. I know as far as I'm not fucking hell. Fuck these churkas, man. They can get. Can I get paid a decent wage? Get the fuck. We didn't ask you. We didn't ask for you here, right? We have our own problems to deal with. You're the fucking problem. You're the problem with our country. Not the government, who are fucking grifting for and letting it fuck us in the arse. You're the problem, you stupid churkas. Like, go fuck yourself. Back to your fucking Tajikistan.
Life, including what they wear.
Okay, I have a lot of clothes of Russian. В них есть символы, которые как-то связываются с предками, которые несут в себе вот эту память о предках. Чувствую себя частью своей семьи. Семья, которая носит одну идею.
Well, if they are, why the fuck are you attacking them every chance you
Even
fucking
allusions
get?
to Nazism. It's scary that people so young want to be part of this family.
It fucking is, I'll tell you that.
I exercise, and when I take my coat off, I don't look like you.
Тоже неплохо.
Fair enough. So how exactly did this all begin for you? I mean, where did these feelings come from?
Как-то однажды я, не знаю, в юности прочитал фразу: «Человек, не имеющий национального самосознания, есть навоз, на котором произрастают другие народы».
And why is it so important to you then to
be proud? Or maybe have your national sense of identity without impeding on other people's livelihoods. Let people live in a multicultural, multi-ethnic society while also maintaining your fucking heritage. Because that's a thing you can do and not be a Nazi fucking pro-Putin shill.
Of being Russian, be proud.
That constantly says America bad and blames all his problems on fucking everyone else but themselves. It's not that fucking difficult.
Потому что русский был когда-то сильный народ, и я чту своих предков, люблю эту землю и горжусь своим народом.
What would you like Russia to be like then? What's your Russian future if you were given the choice?
Белый, здоровый, трезвый.
He says white, healthy, and alcohol-free and sober. White, healthy, and sober is the new quote from this fucking neo-Nazi degenerate right here. Notice the word white. What does white mean, buddy? Define white for me, please. I fucking beg. Right? Because people on fucking 4chan that claim to be like WASPs, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, fucking basement dwellers call people like you I can't say the word, but you know, and fucking what you call it, all kinds of monkeys and Asian mongrels, like, you know, they fucking hate you. What makes you think that when the world is like a united white ethno-state, they're not going to fucking discard off you like Hitler tried to do in the 1940s after he won the war?
Well, not everyone is exactly comfortable with your point of view. I mean, have you ever...
Your ancestors fought to fucking stop shit like this unless they're part of Russian Liberation Army. The Russian Liberation fucking squabble party. Unless they're a part of that, they tried to fucking stop Hitler and his cabal of evildoers. But you clearly don't fucking understand that. Your ancestors fought for something good.
То есть меня обвиняют в том, что я напала на мужчину, избила его, украла его имущество, потом затащила в машину
Accusing. They accuse me of beating a fella to death and stealing his money and shit. Like, well, like this is a Central Asian fella of some kind, you know, Caucasus maybe, you know, like an immigrant. And she's so jolly about it. She's like, oh, I got the shit out of it. Like, fuck off, love.
Да, мне нельзя покидать пределы России, а тем более нельзя...
Yeah, that's good. That's good. She says she can't leave the Russian border. That's good. Fuck her. We don't need you in our country. We don't need you in this country. We don't need you in any fucking country. If I could, I'd make a whole fucking island that I call a white ethno-state just to send all these fucking people to. Deport all these fucking neo-Nazi white fucking cunt. I'll make it in Europe if anything, you know, just deport them there like the British did in Australia ages ago and just keep them there. We don't need people like this in our country, in my homeland, in the country I live in Ireland. We don't need these fucking people here. We don't need them in Russia. We don't need them anywhere. Fuck them. And fuck him. Punch him in the face.
That night, Alexei and Lisa invite me to a boxing match organised by their nationalist friends.
Tough fellas, yeah. Hardy men, yeah? But when it comes to fighting the fucking government, you do nothing. You piss your fucking knickers and hide in the closet, like.
But what they stand for is really playing on my mind.
God.
It's really loud in there, I can barely hear. And then earlier on you spoke about your dream Russia being white, being nationalist, and people being proud of traditional values. If you were to move to another country, do you think you'll be able to live in a place that feels quite the opposite of that?
Нет, неважно, это в Англии, в России, еще где-то. То есть белый человек должен оставаться белым. Ну, я против того, чтобы, например, было смешение кровей.
My grandfather's a...
Oh, look, he's against miscegenation. And, what a fucking jolly old lad. Definitely not a fucking Nazi. Definitely not an abhorrent fucking human being that should be shot.
Его родители, дедушка тоже белый, да? То есть...
For having this anti-humanist
mindset.
Да? Jolly old lad. Just wants the best for his people. Whoever the fuck he thinks his people are. I'm not. I don't want to associate with this fuck. I don't know who he thinks. I'm Russian. I don't know who he thinks is the
Нельзя стирать белые вещи вместе с...
Degenerates like him shouldn't even be considered Russian.
Но это неправильно.
These aren't our fucking values.
Это как среди животных. То есть, чтобы вывести достойную породу, необходимо взять две качественные, ну там, самца и самку, да, то есть их спарить, и, соответственно, получится, если происходит какое-то смешение, допустим, обычно шавка и там какой-нибудь доберман кровей, ну, получится непонятно что, да.
So does that make me a Mongol then?
То есть, в принципе, да, возможно, там, ну, нормально, все хорошо. Вот, это может проявиться в дальнейшем поколении, там, через поколение как-то, то есть могут родиться.
Oh my fucking god, he just called the black fella a fucking mongrel to his face. What a fucking donkey. He fucking smacked the shit out of you, man. Oh, fucking hell. Ah, Jesus Christ, man. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this, man. This is, like, honestly, there's going to be people coming out of this thinking that all us Russians are the same as this fucking Egypt here. This fucking Jinnit of a man, right? Yeah, and this whole club of fuckers, like, these are people that have his views, that think they're fucking hardy men because they put on boxing gloves and spar each other with their little fucking chicken arms, right? But when push comes to shove, right? Oh shit, there's a man. When push comes to shove, they're nowhere to be found because they're pussies. They're big,
hi,
fat,
you just caught me with this.
fucking pussies.
My news, straight to your door.
Right? I mean, the dicks as well.
I don't think I could stay in there for much longer, if I'm totally honest.
This is what I mean.
That ignorance.
Why do these fellas think they're hot shit? Why do these people think they're
struggle with
trousers? They're
continuing
nothing.
to communicate
They're dirt.
with someone so backwards.
They're worth less.
They're fighting for a Russia that they deem to be
than the
pure.
ground
It isn't
they
about
walk
lifestyle. It's about colour.
Right? The fucking the holes in the road that cover the entirety of Russia because of
Being in
their
Russia is, to be really honest with you, are tough.
Better
Because
constructed than these.
this is a place that isn't
mindsets.
used to people that look like me. And it's really starting to wear on me.
How racist Russia is. Exactly. Same way they claim racism was over in America, they try to claim that doesn't exist.
The past few days have led me to a much darker version of nationalism than I expected. And as one of Russia's most high-profile nationalists, I feel I've got to challenge Domoshkin on what I've seen. But to get to him, I'm going to have to go through Vadim.
Are you alright? Are you alright?
Yeah, of course.
You've been very quiet for the last 20 minutes or so.
I was never any noisy.
It's just put on a fucking army uniform and shit.
Take a knife with me.
Pair of slacks.
You're sitting in the
Ah,
office
here.
and someone has a
What's
plate
this?
he brought cake, and someone has to slice it. And
Okay.
practice shows that.
I reckon your
my
man, the pudgy
future
face, would want that shit.
Man in my
Mr. Happy Nancy, Mr. Nice Guy National Socialist.
Every time.
Would want a bit of that cake. Who's this? This is him again, yeah. Mr. Nice Guy National Socialist. Give him a bit of that cake, man. He seems like he wants it. Look, he's teaching him how to fight. Like, this guy would fucking fold like a sheet of paper. Like I'm a weak cunt. Like, I'm not scared to admit that. I'd fling this fucker around like a cigarette butt. Like, you know, throw him around like he's a fucking brat doll. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's a Cabbage Patch Kid. Like he's a.
Oh, hi, you've just caught me with this.
Like
My new
he's a slimy,
straight to your
fat
door,
fucker.
natural
Like,
creative.
he'd fall apart like a Lego house. But hey, look at the way he boxes. Look at the amount of power that he puts into that box. Barely any at all. Like he goes like, like what? This is a fucking clown fest. Like these people are listening, like taking notes and shit. They're like, yeah. You know what I mean?
Coming from London, where knife crime is such
Coming from London, where there's a lot of knife crime. Well said.
a problem, it's really shocking here that they're actually teaching kids how to use them.
How old are you?
14.
Nice to meet you. You're 14? Wow. 14? I mean, you're much younger than I thought. What's your reason for joining this class?
Ну, вы не живете в России, вам сложно будет понять. Но много опасностей. У нас...
You don't live in Russia, you won't understand, bro. You don't understand me, man. I'm not a fucking fascist. I'm a nationalist.
What's this guy?
I love my people and my country. I don't want to get stepped on by Muslims
You can go back. Okay,
who earn
thanks. Nice to meet you.
10 times less than me, but still. That's
There's
terrible.
a kid I just met who was 14 years old.
14?
14, yeah.
We're gonna lose our sense of identity. Because there's a mosque beside my house.
Why not? You want me up?
Sick of this gin in, man, honestly.
Do I need
Fucking
this?
Get him out of here, like. I thought we got rid of this fella. I thought he died of a fucking yeast infection.
Here we go.
A fucking heart attack from being such a fat bitch. But no, he's still kicking. He's still kicking about.
His website on
Right?
YouTube.
This won't be the last of me making fun of him, right? There's lots to make fun of, like with most prolific Russian fascists. But anyways, we'll end this video around, I would say, let him speak about the conclusion. Let him speak to this black fella, right? Actually, yeah.
Need better.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Francis.
Hey.
Hello, pleasure to meet you. How you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Can I grab a seat here?
Yeah, of course.
Sure. So what's the story? What happened, Francis?
I was going to take the bus to go home, and I saw three guys And they call me nigger.
They use the gamer word. Like literally,
Okay.
this won't fly in America. These people will get lambasted by the majority of people, right? Like in big cities like fucking LA or New York. Well, like there's lots of racist Italians in New York, but you know what I'm fucking saying. But in Russia, this shit is just normal. Just call a black person the gamer word, beat his arse, and then nothing will happen because he's clearly like an African fucking immigrant. Like, you know what I mean? This is disgusting.
And I say, my
This
name
is
is
disgusting.
Francis.
This is
Don't call me
abhorrent.
nigger. He said it again, nigger. Can you take a picture of you and my friend? I said, please, my name is Francis. Don't call me nigger. Okay. They took pictures, and after they said to me, nigger, come here.
It's not over
They said
yet,
to me,
boys. It's not over yet.
man,
They're still
you
not
are
done.
nigger, but
After being
you dress well.
After being like terrible racist bigots, they still weren't done name calling a fucking grown ass man who did nothing to them. Not the fact that he's grown makes any difference. It's just that like he's just a random fucking fella walking about the street, and they just call him names for. Like this is the state. Like this happened clearly recently, since he remembers it like not as a distant memory. Like, you know, this is the state of Russia. You can just get away with this shit. Like Russia and America, it ain't fucking West Hollywood. Like you could just get away with this shit there. Like, you know, call a black man the N word.
He said to me, give
Fuck
me
cares.
your coat.
Guards aren't gonna care. To them it's
I
funny.
said, I can't, it's very cold, please. No. At that time, they began to kick me. That man is big, very big. He put the sword to my body. He opened like a pig, my body. I've got a scar here, till here. And began to kick me. They kicked me. I was... And I wake up to the hospital.
I'm so sorry to hear what you've experienced. Why do you think that they have such an issue with immigrants such as yourself?
I don't know.
So I never do this shit again.
We are the same.
What?
You see.
So I never do this shit ever.
The only the difference
Be a
is
fucking
only
abhorrent
the
racist
color
like
of our
this,
skin.
fucking.
We are also
Not in
human
my
beings.
life.
I don't understand nationalists because
Not for the life of me, I wouldn't.
to
You know
hate
what I mean?
immigrants.
Be this fucking racist for no reason, just because I'm a fucking
what
degenerate
kind
with
of
nothing else to do.
Strange.
With actual genuine problems in my country, but like not being able to solve it.
When you hear something like
properly, 'cause I'm
Francis'
so
story
fucking stupid.
and you've experienced the knife fighting club like I have, there's a horrible connection between the two.
Exactly, that's exactly
Dimitri
what I
is a
fucking
man
mean.
leading
These kids think
a
they're
whole
so
heap of
fucking
nationalist
cool. Like
men and women.
baiting immigrants
And
and,
if it
fucking
is
using
extreme
knives, but they're
nationalists
big
who are
fucking
attacking
legit-
people
this is
like
the thing in
Francis,
Russia.
if Dimitri isn't
Sickens me,
stopping it
man.
and stopping that sort of activity, he's partly responsible.
I'm leaving Moscow tomorrow, but the extra time I've spent with Vadim's paid off.
Out of your heritage and your culture, I think
he really occupies.
See, you know, this is why, like, I'm gonna wrap up here, like, this is why Russians who see this shit happening and don't do anything about it, right? Happening now in 2022, don't do anything about it, still as fucking responsible as the people perpetrating it, right? This is the state of Russia. They claim that there's no Nazis in Russia. Putin's out here invading Ukraine on the premises that he's denazifying the people in the government, but how could that be when the government allows their people like this to exist in Russia? Play knife games, kill immigrants, do fucking, well, not kill, but like severely injure immigrants, record it as like snuff films, protest from dusk to dawn, and fucking let them run about the place, right? Still, right? There's obviously not as much neo-Nazis in Russia now as there were, like, let's say, in the 90s or like 2007, but there's still a lot. There's still a bigger problem than in America, mostly because of the fact that in America you get fucking jailed for it, and Nazis still complain about that shit. But maybe you should implement that. Maybe let people have freedom of speech if their freedom of speech is worth something, if it's about improving the country, getting rid of the government, which is oppressing the people. Don't let people have free speech to go around promoting the idea that immigrants are somehow responsible for the problems plaguing Russia, because plain and simple they're not. They're just regular ass people trying to live their regular ass lives in a country that doesn't want them there. And that's
the fringes. But now, with polls suggesting that around 80% of Muscovites favour the deportation of immigrant workers,
80%.
This may be changing.
80%.
And with the far right gaining ground not just in Russia, but across Europe.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with being proud of who you are and where you come from.
Exactly, as long as you're not fucking Nazi about it and call other people mongrels.
Nothing wrong with being proud of your heritage and your culture. I think the problem with nationalism is that there is a massive dark side to it.
Anyways, I'll be making more of this shit if you want me to. You know, probably like a Twitch stream or something, but for now, maybe get a better camera, because look at the state of this. I don't know if it'll render properly, but this is fucking shite. Right, because I'm recording from... I'm out here sitting on a fucking kitchen chair with a microphone that's about to fall apart. Using fucking OBS Ninja to record shit on my phone, which is losing battery and heating up like a motherfucker. Alright, just for this like terrible quality, watching this very sad and depressing video about the state of my country. Yeah. Donate to my Patreon when I get one. I'll get like a fucking pen pal account. PayPal account. I get a fucking Vimeo or whatever you call it, you know, the thing you use to send other people money. Just for better equipment, so you can watch me talk about more of these fucking problems the way they need to be addressed, the appropriate way to do it. But for now, like, I'm stopping the fucking stream. I'm not streaming. I'll stop the recording. I'll stream on Twitch some other time. I'll probably do another type of reaction videos. Yeah. If there's anything else I need to say, I'll say it in the outro. Peace out, boys. Wait, this is the wrong side. Yeah.
Играли в КС, давай даст 2. А Мэйшен есть, помни Сан-Андреас. Как Вадик и Саям, чтобы над выкопом пора. Я все слышали Гуфа и АК-47. Качать фильмы на флешке нам было не лень. Я помню это время, был молодой. И бывает скучаю очень сильно порой. Очень сильно, очень сильно.